Hey, how's everybody doing today? I know we haven't posted nothing in a couple of days here, but we've been gone to Brother Scotty's camp meeting. We've been gone to Mount Pleasant's camp meeting, and we've had a great time. And man, we've heard some really great preaching, and we heard some good singing, and we've worshiped, and we've praised God, and just had a big time. Really, we've had a great time, and there's been, I don't remember exactly how many, but I know that there was some that got saved while we were there, and I mean that's why you put on these things, right? It is to get souls saved, because that's the end goal, right? So that none should perish. You don't want everybody to be saved. You want everybody to go to heaven, But you'll have to excuse the video today. We're still on our way home. Misty's driving, and I'm trying to hold this with my super steady hands here and film this while we're going down the road. But we heard some really great preaching this week from some great preachers and pastors, and we heard some great messages, and one of the things that really stood out to me from several of these messages, and maybe this wasn't even what they were trying to convey in some of these instances, but it's really what stood out to me. It's what spoke to me. It's what ministered to me, was what we put in to this Christian life is what we get out. If you go, whenever you get up in the morning, when we get up tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, if we're ready to meet with God before we get there, there's a pretty good chance He's going to feed you something. If you go looking for something, you'll find something. But the thing that stood out to me in several of these messages was just that right there. What you put in is what you get out. And that is true in near about every aspect of life. What I put in to my job, what I put into my career is what I get out. The days that I show up and go to work, I get paid for it. And if I don't show up, guess what? I don't get paid for it. And if you're still in school, you're in college, you're in high school, whatever your situation is, if you show up and you do the work and you study and you do the homework and you take the test, you pass. If you do the work, you pass. You get out of it what you put into it. My relationship, if you're married, my relationship with my wife, what I put in to that relationship is what I'm going to get back out. If I treat her the way that she deserves to be treated, guess what? Chances are she's going to treat me the way I want to be treated. This Christian life is just the same. What I put in is what I get out. If I show up to church ready for church, I'm going to get something out of it. If I show up to revival looking for revival, I'm going to get revival. Whenever I show up to a camp meeting ready to worship, I'm going to get something out of it. But I'm not going to go through every one of these messages that we heard this week, and they were all good. They were all better than good. But there's a few that I wanted to point out. Last night, Brother Randall preached on going to the backside of the desert to get a hold of God. But you've got to make the choice to go to the backside of the desert. You're the one that's got to carve the time out to go to the backside of the desert. That's on us to take that time. Brother Robert preached on You only get one shot. You only get one shot at this Christian life to make it count for Christ. You only get one shot. That's on us. What we do in this life is dependent on our actions, on what I do, on what I choose to do, and what I choose not to do. And I don't remember exactly who preached it, but somebody preached that we don't have to be a lukewarm Christian. We don't have to be a lukewarm Christian in a lukewarm church. We don't have to be that. That's on us. It's what we choose to do with this life. It's how we choose to conduct ourselves. You know, and I think I was talking to Misty and Jackson the other day, and I told them, I said, I kind of feel like, I don't feel like my fires went out, but I kind of feel like it's dwindled a little bit. And I feel like after this weekend, after these 3 days, it's I've kind of stoked it back up a little bit here. And that's, my fire hasn't dwindled because of anything that God has done, because God's the same. God ain't moved. It ain't nothing He's done. It's what I've done. It's what I've chosen to do or what I've chosen not to do. It's not on God. It's on me. And just the same, it's up to me to find my spot on the backside of that desert, to get a hold of God and to get it back. It's up to me to fan that flame a little bit, to fan that fire a little bit, and let's get it back to going again. That's on me. That's up to me to get that back to going. It's our choices. What we put in is what we gonna get out. What we put in. When y'all go to church tomorrow, this is what one of the teenage girls said in our Sunday school class. This has been several months ago. I asked them one Sunday morning, what was some things that they could do to increase God above themselves. And her answer, and I'm going to paraphrase here because I don't have it written down in front of me, but she said she could wake up 10 minutes earlier on Sunday morning so that she could be personally prayed up. She could be more prepared for church before she got there. So tomorrow morning, y'all be ready before you get there. Don't expect somebody to stoke the fire for you after you get there. Y'all be ready when you get there. Y'all be ready to worship when you get to church in the morning. See if you don't have a little bit better experience. See if that fire don't get rekindled. See if it don't get stoked back up. Because at the end of the day, what we put in, you only get one shot. And what we put into it's what we're going to get out of it. Thank y'all.